Welcome. My name is Barney Reese. I am the author of How Blessed You Are in God's Promises. Today I want to talk to you a little bit more about the concepts of the universe and becoming the best version of you. I started doing these videos a couple years ago to make people feel better about themselves, and I'm always studying this stuff. So today I just finished another book. I listen to a lot of audio books in the car when I'm riding down the road instead of listening to the radio and other things. I highly advise it because it helps you to open your mind to possibilities. Now, I believe that dreams come true if you pursue them. When I hear something that people don't know, there was a group of people in Harvard University that literally wrote down their dream life, things that they wanted to do in their life, and the ones that succeeded was the ones that wrote it down. So the people who wrote down their dream life, 95% of them succeeded. They got exactly what they wrote down. Now, this is phenomenal. There was also a UFC fighter that always wrote down that he was a champion. In 2000, I want to say 11, he became a champion 2 years later. But he always considered himself a champion. Another example is everybody called President Trump president before he was ever president. He kept doing what he did, and one day he became president. Now, I'm not getting into politics with you today. I'm just telling you that's what people did. They always called him President Trump. The reason I want you to get this through your head is my dreams are not coming true. My life's not going the way I want it to. Things are not happening fast enough for me. I'm not getting my next belt in martial arts. I'm not becoming great in boxing no more. I am at a plateau in weightlifting. I can't swim but so far. I can't run but so far. Drop the T and say, yes, I can. I can't read. Practice reading. I can't write. Write anyway. The point is, nobody's coming to save you. Only you're going to save yourself. The minute you accept that, the minute you're going to do great things in your life, and you're going to become the best version of you because you're going to realize that you do it all. And your Creator, whatever it may be, is always helping you. It may be a person come into your life and say, hey, man, let me help you do this form. Give you the example today. I met my Master Carr at Black Eagle Martial Arts, and he said, Barney, let's go over this form right here that you're having trouble on in bong form. I just happened to be there a little bit early, so we had time to do it, so I did. I met another friend, Mike, and we went over another form and I was having trouble with. The thing is, you're not always going to get everything right. I have another friend that always helping me in martial arts to get better. Everybody helps you. Maybe you've got a class that you're struggling in, and this cute little girl agrees to help you, or guy. You never know how it's going to be. You just have to be open to being helped. The reason that most people never go nowhere in their life is they want to do everything themselves. I met a young lady one day, and she said, we're having trouble. We're worried about the people being shipped back overseas and things like that, and we need a place to go. I said, well, are you looking? Are you writing it down? Are you making a plan to do this already? And she said, no, I'm going to get with the churches and see what they can do. I said, you need to start making a plan yourself. I said, but here's another thing you need to think about. Do you want to be there all the time, 24 hours, 7 days a week, or do you want to delegate it and let somebody else be there and you run it from afar? If you're smart, you learn to delegate things. See, here's the rule. It's a very simple rule. If you can pay somebody for an hour of your time and make 4 hours more in your business or your next job or whatever the case is by freeing up that time, do it. Because then you're starting to plateau. If you can get something to do 10 times where you only did 1, then hire them. Also, understand something. You're never going to have all the answers. The person who has all the answers is a mastermind genius, and I haven't met one yet. I've met a lot of smart people in my lifetime, but I've never met somebody that knew everything. Something he fails at. Even martial artists have trouble in some things. Some people have trouble in kicks. Some people have trouble in strikes. Some people have trouble in grappling. Some people have to work twice as hard on their left leg to get it to do with their right leg, or vice versa, depending on their left or right-handed. Some people can't write, but they have to write. Some people can't think, but they have to think. The point is, this is your life. This is your time. Now, if you want to have dreams come true, Here's how it works. You write your dream life down, what you want. You only get one dream. There's a reason you only get one dream. Underneath it, you break it down into bite-sized pieces that you can do. For instance, you might want to be a millionaire. Well, how would you become a millionaire? This is where you start pondering. This is where you take a blank piece of paper for 30 days and start writing down things that would make you become a millionaire. You do this every day. You take 5 to 10 minutes a day. Then you visualize, then you feel it, then you see it, then it starts to manifest into your life. How long? Don't know. You can give it 2 weeks if you want to and see if anything happens every time you do something, but it may not. You may have to break it down into something else. You may have to take classes that you don't want to take to learn skills that you have to go to the next level. Think of it like a video game. You're trying to get to the top. Let's say Donkey Kong and you're Mario. You're trying to get to the top of the ladder. You have to jump over every barrel that comes up there to get to the top of the ladder. And eventually you get the hammer and you get to break into some of the fireballs and things like that. And you eventually get to knock the monkey off of the ladder or off of the scalpel or whatever he's on. The point is you get to get rid of that person. It's the same thing in your life. You may have to jump many barrels. You may have to do things you don't want to do. You may have to take classes that you never thought you had to take. You may have to ponder ways to make money when nobody's making money. You may have to take a part-time job for a short time to get out of debt. You may have to do things that nobody does. You do it all. And it starts simply. You work mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, health-wise, and emotionally to the day you die, at least 1% per day. You will have phenomenal results. If you focus on one skill, start reading skills for one skill, in 5 years you'll be an expert. This is facts. The people that are successful are the ones that truly get out. They're either the lion or the antelope, but they both get up running. Be either one. It doesn't matter. It's a mindset. You go work out. Why? Because the stronger you become, the more you exercise, the more you start to get positive habits. In 60 days, it's a habit. In a year's time, or 256 days, it goes to your subconscious and you'll start doing it naturally. People say, I don't want to take a cold shower. Take it anyway. I don't want to do 100 push-ups. Do them anyway. I don't want to do sit-ups. Do them anyway. And you don't have to start with 100 people. That's just what I chose, okay? You can start with 10 if you want to. You can do whatever, but you keep pushing yourself until you can't push yourself no more. I don't want to study. Study anyway. The minute that you understand you do everything and only you can do everything, then you start making mighty results. And this is just the way it is. You don't have to figure out a damn thing, but you have to get started. Nobody does anything till they get started. A vision board is no more than a dream that hasn't come true yet, but you can start focusing on it because you see it every day. If Jim Carrey can write himself a check for $10 million, active services rendered, tied to the universe, paid in full by the universe, and cash it on the date that he wrote it and kept it in his wallet and looked at it every single day till it was all folded and broken up and one day had that amount of money, you can too. You just don't know this. They're not going to teach you this. Why? They never, ever want you to be no more than a worker, than an employee, than somebody that will never, ever go any further. But I believe that there's greatness in all of you. Everybody that watches this video, if it resonates with you, this video is for you. I do these videos on the cuff because I know somebody out there needs to hear it. I don't want to hear about your sob stories. I don't want to hear about things that ain't going your right. I want you to give me those wonderful stories that, you know what, against all odds, I did it. At just 12 years old, I decided I want to be a doctor, and I went to school, and guess what? I'm a doctor right now. I went back to school and became a lawyer. I went back to school and opened a business. I went back to school and learned something new. I got on YouTube and learned how to do day trading. I started learning things that I never knew. I just learned a skill. I just quit my part-time job and now I travel the world. Whatever it is, I want to hear about it. I want to hear your wonderful stories. I want to hear the things that you do. As always, love yourself, for you truly are well loved. Thank you, and goodbye.